Oil system. The oil pump unit assembly is installed at the 9 o'clock position on the front of the accessory gearbox. The oil supply pump pressurizes the oil from the gearbox oil sump. The oil pressure is regulated by the oil pressure regulating valve. The high pressure oil system is protected by the oil pressure relief valve. The pressurized oil from the supply pump is routed to the thermal bypass valve, which is installed on the oil cooler. If the oil is cold, the thermal bypass valve is open, and the oil flows directly to the oil supply filter. When the oil is hot, the thermal bypass valve is closed, and the oil flows through the oil cooler to the oil supply filter. The oil supply filter is mounted on the oil pump housing. The oil filter is equipped with a clog indicator for condition monitoring and a filter bypass valve to protect the system. The oil filter outlet line supplies an oil manifold installed on a bracket at the 9 o'clock position on the air inlet plenum. The oil manifold supplies the turbine support bearing. It is equipped with an oil pressure switch and an oil temperature sensor. The lubricating oil is returned to the gearbox reservoir to complete the cycle. The turbine support bearing oil is returned through a line from the 7 o'clock position on the turbine case. The oil from the starter clutch, the front support bearing, and the gearbox lubricating oil is returned internally by gravity. The oil from the APU generator is returned through the generator oil filter by the generator oil scavenge pump. The oil scavenge pump is installed in the generator mounting flange cavity. The generator must be removed to gain access to the scavenge pump. The generator oil filter is located at the 3 o'clock position on the front of the accessory gearbox. The filter housing is equipped with a filter bypass indicator for condition monitoring and a differential pressure bypass valve to protect the oil system. The oil sump temperature sensor is installed at the 7 o'clock position on the front of the accessory gearbox. The magnetic drain plug is installed at the bottom center of the accessory gearbox. The oil level switch is located near the 3 o'clock position on the accessory gearbox. The de-oil solenoid valve is located near the 2 o'clock position on the right side of the accessory gearbox. The gearbox pressure regulating valve is installed at the 10 o'clock position on the left side of the accessory gearbox. Oil servicing is accomplished from the left side of the accessory gearbox. The reservoir may be filled through the gravity fill cap or through the pressure fill and overflow connections. A sight gauge verifies the oil quantity.